This is the third video on the DSA question on the data type. If you didn't watch the first and second video, I have put the link in the description. You can watch from there. So without wasting time, let's start. The first question says, find the total surface area of the cylinder. And the problem statement is, write a program to calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. So now, we'll code it. Formula is total surface area is equal to 2 pi r h plus r, and the pi value is 3.14159, and the input format is also given that the first line should be a radius and the second line should be a height. That is, the input is taken from the user as the radius and height. The output format is the calculation of the total surface area. Now after that, let's start coding. So the in code you have to write the class, that is the main class, and the class name, that is a total surface area, right? You can write any. Now you have to give a main method, that is a public static void main and the string arguments, right? Arguments. And after that, you have to create an object of scanner, that is scanner s equal to new scanner and system dot in. After that, you create an object of the scanner. You have to get the code. The code is already been created, you just have to import that, that is import java.util.scanner. So the scanner class code is imported from the java.util package. After that, you take an input from the user, so int radius equal to and sc.next int. So after that, int height equal to sc.next int. Now let me tell you that this radius is taken from here and this height is taken from here as per the question. Now you can take the input of radius and height from the user. After that, the pi value is already given here, so you write here pi equal to 3.14159. And now here you cannot write here integer because here the decimal value is given. So instead of that, you can write either float or either double. So in this case, we will write here float because float will consume a less space, memory space. So after this, while you write float here, you have to give f here as well. Now after that, you have to calculate the value. The formula is 2 into pi into radius, and then in bracket you have to give height and plus radius once again. Now you just give a semicolon. Here also you have to give a star here. Now after this, you have to put it in a variable. Let the variable be x. So in the variable x, you are storing this value, so it should be also float. It should be also either float or double. For this case, we will write here float. Now in float x, the value of this is recorded. Now after that, the value may exceed the 9 decimal, so in this case we will write here double. You can write float also, but in my case I write here double. Now after this we will get the value. So to get the value, we will simply print that value of x, print x. Now if you print and run the code, you will get something to write. So you write here radius value, that is 2, and the height value, that is nothing but 3. If you click, you will get this much of the value. Now let's see the sample input and output of the question. It says that if you input 5 and 10, you will get the output 471.2385. So let's try with that input. So we'll put here, we'll run it once again, and right here, that is 5 and 10, we'll get the value 471.2385, but we are getting the more value here. So how can you only achieve these 4 decimal places after this decimal? So to achieve that, we have to write here string str equal to and string dot format, which format you want. So percent dot 4f you have to write here. So 4 decimal, you will get this 4 decimal. If you write 3, you will get 3 decimal. If you write 2, you will get 2 decimal. After this, write the comma here and just write here x. Now after that, give a semicolon here. Now you just have to print this str. Just print str. Again run this code. Now after this, just put the same value, that is 5 and 10, press enter. You get the exact value, that is 471.2385. That's it, guys. Now let's watch the next question. So refresh this and we'll move to the next question. The next question is, find the perimeter of the square. The formula is perimeter equal to 4 into side. The input format is single integer number. The output format is perimeter of a square. Now the constraint given is the side should be greater than 1 and less than 1000, and the sample input is 4, the sample output should be 16. It's quite simple, so let's code it. So to code that, we'll have to open the compiler, remove these all codes, and after this you write here class and class name. What should be the class name? So we'll scroll up, perimeter of a square, so you write here perimeter. Okay, and after that you give a method here, that is public static void main and string arguments. Just remember this code, okay? And after this you write here scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in, right? After this the object of the scanner is created. Now you will import the code of the scanner. So to import java dot util dot scanner. Now you have to take the value from the user. Which value? You have to take only one value, that is side. So you have to write here int side equal to sc dot next int. So now after this, what is the formula of the perimeter? 4 into side. So you have to write int perimeter equal to 4 into side. Now after this, just print this value, that is system dot out dot print and perimeter. This is quite simple question, and just run this code. After this you have to just write here any value. We will take it from the question itself. The question says that 4, so we will write here 4, just enter 16. Let's see the next question. This next question says that convert the Fahrenheit to Celsius. The problem statement is write a program to convert a temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The formula is Celsius equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 divided by 9. Input format should be a floating point number instead of integer number in a Fahrenheit. Now output should be the Celsius. So the constraint given is the value should be greater than minus 1000 and less than 1000. Sample input is 98.6 and the output should be 37.0, means that both should be in a floating format or the decimal format. Now let's code this. So we will open the compiler here, and then after this we will write a class name, that is Celsius, Celsius, because we are converting. We will create a method, that is public static void main and string arguments, and after this we will write here an object of a scanner, that is scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. Why we take this object? Because we need to take the input from the user, so you have to create the object. So how to get the code of this scanner? You just write here import java dot util dot scanner. Now you will get the code of the scanner class from the java dot util package. Now after this you take the input from the user. How many input you have to take? You have to take only one input, that is the Fahrenheit value. So we will write here f equal to, and we will get the value. The value is from the user, so sc dot next int. You cannot write int here because you have to take a floating point here, so you have to write here float, right? So if you write float here, you have to write a data type float here for this variable f. Now after this you have to calculate the value for the Celsius, so the f value will come here minus 32, and you will write here into and 5 divided by 9, and after this you will store this value into one variable named x and give double data type to this. After this you just print that value, print x. After printing, just run it. You will ask to get the value of the Fahrenheit, so for that you just write here the value given in the question. So what is the question value? The question says 98.6, so we'll write here 98.6. Press enter. 37.0. We got the expected output as 37.0. So this is the solution for that question. And let's move to the next question. The question says that calculate the simple interest formula. The formula is P into T into R by 100, and where P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is the time. The input format is P, T and R. The output should be the simple interest. The constraint is given that the P and T should be greater than 1 and less than 10,000, and R should be greater than 0.01 and less than 20.0. Now the sample input is 1000 for principal and 5.5 for rate and 2 for time. Time is in year. So without wasting time, let's calculate this value. So for this, we'll open the compiler, we'll remove this code once again, and after this, removing the code, we'll write here class, and in class, which name we have to give here. So we will go up once again, calculate the simple interest. So we'll write here simple interest, that is SI, simple interest. And after this, you write here the method name, that is public static void main string arguments. This is actually a main method signature. Okay, so this is always same, you don't need to worry about that. After that, you create a scanner object, new scanner and system.in, and you write here import java.util.scanner. After that, you take the input from the user, which input, principal, rate and time. So, and all are in which format? Not in integer. Principal should be in integer and time should be in integer and rate should be in float. So int principal equal to sc dot next int. Similarly, int t equal to sc dot next int, but the rate is in float. So float f, float rate equal to sc dot next, and float you have to give right like this. And after this, you have to calculate the simple interest. So you have to write here double and si equal to, and formula is p into t into r divided by 100. Now you just print the value of si, print si. Now after this, if you run this code, you will get the space to write. You'll write principal as the given question, we'll check that from there. After this, have a look here, the first value is 1000, so we'll put here 1000. So the second value is year, we mistakenly wrote the time here, so we'll write 2 first, and the third value is 5.5, so 5.5. Press enter. We got the value 110.0, that is a simple interest. So our code executed successfully. My friends, this is enough to understand the data type concepts DSA questions. Now, if you want this blog, you can type trendsxyz.com from the Google and you will redirect to this page, and here you will get the question. I will put this blog link in the description. We will be solving all the questions from step by step, from basic to advanced level. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.